Good morning and welcome to GrainTV for May 8, 2012. To my left is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbino. We saw some positive gains in the overnight for the grain complex. We also saw some export sales reported. Logan, what are we looking at?
Yeah, Brock, well, we did see China back in the soybean market here. As you can see from the table, China purchased 60,000 metric tons of old crop beans here. And that was reported by Foreign Ag Service this morning. 165,000 metric tons of new crop beans, and also a soy oil sale going to unknown destinations for 40,000 metric tons of new crop soy oil there. So, you know, supportive of the grains here. We did see the grains kind of rally a little bit in the overnight session. Turning back to more fundamental news here is that we did have crop progress and conditions come out yesterday afternoon, Brock. Looks like corn planting is still off to a great pace here so far.
Corn is off to a great pace. We're about 71% planted as of yesterday's report. The industry was kind of looking for the mid-60s range. We're above what the analysts were expecting on the corn planting progress. Soybeans came in at 24% planted, well ahead of where we were last year at 6% and ahead of the average of 11%. And spring wheat is a whopping 84% planted as of yesterday's report, 19% last year and 49% for the average. But take a look at corn. We are well above our average pace of 47%. That's a big number for us. It's going to be weighing on the new crop corn progress.
Yeah, Brock, we'll turn our attention here to the condition. You know, we continue to hear from producers down in Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas that this Kansas City wheat crop is off to a great start here. We actually saw the good to excellent rating pull back 1%. Now we're sitting at 63% good to excellent. But look at how this compares to 2011. You know, we're 30% more of this crop is rated good to excellent than what we saw last year. So this crop's off to a great start. That should continue to weigh on this Kansas City wheat contract, which has been trading lower here in the last several sessions. Let's turn our attention here to kind of corn, where we're sitting here on net. As you can see, the red line here is 2012, and we're still well ahead of that average pace that we're kind of expecting, and we're about 2 weeks ahead of where we were last year in 2011, where widespread flooding and really high soil moistures were keeping guys out of the field at this time of year. You know, you kind of looked at one state, Indiana in particular. What are we seeing there really helping out the cause here?
Yeah, I think last week's progress was driven by a couple states. Minnesota jumped 25% in their planted acreage for corn, and Nebraska actually jumped 30% on their planting progress as well. So those two states really helped propel us quite a bit higher this week. But one state in particular that I have been looking at is the state of Indiana. Last year they had a tough time getting their crop into the ground.
Yep.
They were only 3% planted as of this time last year. This year they're at 84% planted, so that's a huge difference from last year. Their crop is getting off to a good start. It's going to weigh on that new crop corn contract.
Absolutely. Well, we are about 30 seconds away here from the market open, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back and watch the market open live.
GrainHedge is more than just futures trading. Clients receive our cash grain optimizer showing spot and forward bids within 200 miles of your farm. We take into account your trucking costs to find your best selling opportunity. We provide in-depth basis mapping, historical basis and cash price charting. Every day we show you your best price and if it meets your profit goals. Contact GrainHedge today to get started.
Welcome back to GrainTV. The markets are open in Chicago, so let's turn over to the Fire Tip trading software for the live quotes. Old crop corn is up 8.5. New crop is up 1 1/4. Old crop beans down 5.5. New crop down 3 3/4. Wheat up 5.5 in Chicago, and Kansas City wheat up 6. Logan, you took a look at the technicals for the soybeans. What are we looking like on that landscape?
Yeah, Brock, well, right now that beans are really the only grain here that are in the red in the early going here in the trade. And let's take a look at a daily candlestick chart for July delivered soybeans. As you can see here, we have kind of retraced this rally where we approach $15 here. And right now we're trading lower to and hitting against a trend line that we started back in about January. Take a look here, that's kind of 1460 area. Right now it's trading at 1459 3/4. We've been looking at this area as an area of support, not only because of this trend line, but we also have the 20-day moving average here converging with that trend line. But take a look here. You know, we've really been trading right along that trend line here. We've bounced upon it a couple times. Here's kind of our third attempt to move through it. If we are able to close below this trend line, that's going to be a broken trend line, and it kind of leaves the door open here for a move lower in the soybean complex, which has really been rallying here recently, really on the fundamentals.
Yeah, and even this morning, adding more support for the fundamental story is that Oil World came out and they actually downgraded Argentina's anticipated soy harvest once again by another 1.5 million metric tons. Something that we're going to have to look forward to on Thursday's USDA WASDE report if we get any revisions for South America.
Certainly. Well, as we approach Thursday's May 10th USDA WASDE report, we will be tweeting about new developments that do affect the grains. Follow us on Twitter at GrainTV is where you can find us. That kind of wraps up our show here for Tuesday morning. Thanks a lot for joining us on GrainTV. Have a great rest of your day.